Hello, boys and girls. Today we'll be reading Who Will Help Santa This Year. The author of our story is Jerry Pallotta and the illustrator is David Bedricki. The job was too big. I couldn't make all the toys. Santa and Mrs. Claus are standing outside Santa's workshop. They both looked very surprised at the amount of mail that was delivered to the North Pole. Santa is holding a very long list in his hand of all the good boys and girls around the world. I had a workshop and plenty of great tools. It was time to look for helpers. Through the window, we can see Santa and Mrs. Claus putting up a Helpers Wanted sign. Behind Santa, we can see his two little mice helpers making snow angels. I tried dragons. Achoo! The toys got cooked. Santa had to bring out the fire extinguisher to put out the fire, and one of his mice helpers is carrying a box of fireproof tissues to give to the dragon. Next, I tried fairies. What a mess! The fairies left glitter everywhere. Everywhere the fairies flew, there was a trail of glitter. And it looks like the fairies turned Santa's mice helpers into fairies as well. Bigfoot was a gigantic mistake. Only his big toe could fit through the door. If you look over to Santa's workshop, his two mice helpers are measuring the door to show Bigfoot that he is just too big to help. Then I tried mummies. They were only good at wrapping. Poor Mrs. Claus looks like she's afraid of the mummies. I had good luck with leprechauns, but they ran away to chase rainbows. Santa tried to catch the leprechauns with a net, but they were just too fast. I tried garden gnomes next. "Hey," said Mrs. Claus, "kids like toys, not Brussels sprouts." The garden gnomes had so many fruits and vegetables, it caused an avalanche out the door and knocked over Santa. Next, I hired mermaids. The fishing was good, but oh no, the toys got soaked. All the toys on the shelf are dripping wet, and Santa knows that kids won't be happy if their toys are soaking wet on Christmas morning. We decided to try aliens. Aliens only made spaceships and funny noises. Meep, meep. And they never heard of Christmas. Mrs. Claus looks very upset. She's trying to swat at the aliens with a broom. And Santa has to dodge the lasers that are shooting out of the UFOs that are being driven by the aliens. I decided to try unicorns, but hooves. Unicorns couldn't even hold the tools. One unicorn was trying to paint, one was trying to sew, and one was trying to fix a toy, but they just couldn't do it with their hooves. Wizards wanted to help, but poof, they turned me into a frog. Mrs. Claus and the mice are shocked to see the change. I wonder what they're going to do to change him back. Elves came looking for work. They had great advice. "Kiss him, kiss him, kiss him," they said. Mrs. Claus picks up the frog and gives him a kiss. Poof! A Christmas kiss brought me back. "Let's hire the elves," said Mrs. Claus happily. Elves were exactly what my workshop needed. They became happy, hard-working helpers. Now that the toys are made, we can all go on vacation. Cowabunga! It looks like Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the mice are having a wonderful time surfing. Santa even brought Santa hats for the sharks in the water. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this reading of Who Will Help Santa This Year. If you would like to add this book to your collection, I'll have it linked down below in the description box. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any uploads that I add. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon in a couple of days with a new Read Aloud. Bye-bye!